Hello and good evening. My name is Jethro Portilla, and this is for my EMG 110 quiz number 3. So I will be discussing the kinds of motivation and theories that would improve a person's task or doing a job. So the first one that I will be discussing is the intrinsic motivation. So this kind of motivation is driven by interest by the person itself. So it is actually being enjoyed by the person on doing the task or the job that is being assigned to them. So there's actually no big part of it that it is actually being motivated by money or by recommendation or by good conduct. It's actually more of um, motivated by the person by his or her passion on doing the task. It is internal desire of the task that drives the person. It includes a feeling of accomplishment and self-actualization that he or she wants to do. So I will be discussing the opposite kind that is for the intrinsic. The next one is the extrinsic. So that means it's actually external. There's actually outside pressure, unlike the intrinsic one. So there are two kinds of extrinsic, the good kind and the bad kind. So the good kind is that you are actually being rewarded by money, good grades, good conduct, fame, and recognition. And the bad kind is you are being forced, blackmailed, intimidation, or a threat. So the downside of the bad kind of extrinsic that it might demotivate or discourage the person doing the task itself. So there's actually a theory being used here. It's actually by Room's expectancy theory. So if the goal is very clear, being said by the leader, people will be motivated to do the task to see the goal itself. And with the proper instruments, it will give the person or the group uh, uh, a big boost on what to do for the job. So the motivational models and theories again, there's actually the expectancy, the instrumentality, the balance, and it would give the good or the best kind of motivational force. So I would be discussing the kinds and its meaning. So the first one is expectancy. So the increase of performance, increase of effort of the person that will make the outcome more greater than expected. So with the proper boost from the intrinsic and the extrinsic, there would be a proper boost so the person would not be discouraged on doing the task. So and the next one is instrumentality. So the good benefits by the who is working, the reward or the goal being met by the person. Basically, you're actually using tools or objects that would motivate the person more doing the task. And the last one is valence, how the person values the work on how he or she can achieve the goal. Because there's a difference on how of the quality that a person can do of doing the task, and that is balance. So how can I apply this to my company? I will be applying the proper intrinsic and extrinsic methods. It wouldn't be actually on both ends of what I said. So there's actually a balance. There should be a balance. So on how I could motivate my team or my companies that I would give incentives to those who are actually hardworking. I would give them also a raise, giving them gifts from time to time, bonding with them and making them my friends, and trusting them on what they do, guiding them properly on what their tasks eh, or jobs. So this is my quiz 3 EMG 110, and I am Jeter Portilla.